Yeah.
I had a horrible Christmas one year story.
Oh,
So, well, not horrible, but it was like panic mode. My oldest wanted a Dodgers game chair. But outside the box, it said Dodgers game chair, whatever, Target. And let me tell you, when I opened up that box, and it was a red and black game chair that didn't even have speakers. It was, no, like the cheapest game chair you could ever imagine was in that box. Oh, and the chair was sold out everywhere. Santa left a note that said the elves put the wrong chair in the sleigh. But the Easter Bunny was gonna bring him his chair.
The one tradition that we still do that they always ask about is we watch the Polar Express every single year. They do actually own
gonna say,
Christmas
what?
pajamas.
I was like, wait.
We're not matching, calmate, but we do
Asking for too much.
We do sit down and I will make hot chocolate with the marshmallows, and if there's friends over, their friends also join in, and we watch the Polar Express every single year. Now, do you guys do Reyes Mago?
Wait.
No, I'm a bad Cuban.
Oh, okay. Do you even know what Reyes Mago is?
Oh my gosh.
This is why we revoked your
She gets
Cuban
her Cuban
card.
card revoked weekly.
Oh my God.
Weekly.
Okay.
Oh, wait, do you know what the Reyes Magos are?
The Three Kings Day. The Three Kings.
In
Like, oh,
January?
Jesus.
If you say it in English, then I know.
Horrible Cuban.
What?
But
Los
you
Tres
guys,
Reyes Magos?
you guys talk
Three
back
Kings Day?
Is that the
about...
burrito? I mean, burrito.
No, that's still Christmas.
Welcome to episode 3 of Primas, pero not really, where we are spilling tea, not tears. And healing out loud, one episode at a time. Holidays?
Holidays.
do it.
So,
We can tell which one of us is not festive.
I mean, not really, because you have the little...
I mean, yeah, you have
your-
the ears.
You have your ears. You
didn't
jumped
fight
on
us.
board with the matching pajamas.
Hey,
I
she
put
didn't
up a
fight us.
fight. I put up a fight. But
Did
I do have
she?
my Grinch. But I
mean,
am
you really
being
didn't.
represented.
You weren't like, you had your criteria, and I said, okay.
I just, I am the lumberjack Christmas ornament over here. It's fine.
But now you have us too.
I know,
So I
it's
think that's going to change with time because I think we're going to like overload her with.
I can't take you serious. Your little
With your
frosties
little-
are
you know
wiggling.
what? And they wiggle.
They're so
I
cute.
can't.
And my earrings.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Thanks, Yvette.
You're
So if this is how you guys are when it comes to attire, I can only imagine your homes.
Let's talk about that because, I started decorating, when was it? November 9th. And I think my neighbors probably think I'm a little crazy. My house is Whoville. I love it. You walk in, there's a Grinch, and then there's another Grinch. There's going to be a Grinch hanging out the window. It just hasn't come in yet. And yeah.
Wow, that's so much effort.
Which is almost like ironic because the Grinch is like anti-Christmas.
But is he?
But he's so
Well,
cute.
I mean, before his heart grew 2 times.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was anti-Christmas.
He was.
Like, destroy Christmas, anti-Christmas, not even like eat a candy cane Christmas.
Were your husbands Grinches for Christmas?
No.
Were they like against it?
No,
No,
not at all.
I can say like out of like my kids and my ex-husband and like it's not that I'm a Grinch. Let's just clarify. It's not that I'm a Grinch,
I beg or differ.
but it's the, you know what it is? And we're not going to like totally get into it. We're not going to like totally get into it. It's more of the whole consumerism part of it that for me just kind of like puts a damper on it because everyone's so worried about what are you going to buy Genise? What are you going to buy Yvette? And versus the purpose of Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Now, I will say, when my girls were little,
I'm sorry.
I enjoyed
need
it.
to fix your calendar.
oh my gosh.
Oh. Don't be distracted by
Stop.
This is what happens when you have a little OCD, guys. This is what
a
happens.
little, honey.
But, when my kids were little, I really actually enjoyed it because it was Christmas through their eyes.
It was fun.
Especially, yes,
It was
especially.
fun. Absolutely.
And the way that I did it, and hopefully folks aren't listening to this with littles around, Santa doesn't wrap presents. So all of Santa's gifts were out. Why? Because I am all about efficiency, corporate Ayeisha. Thank you very much. My kids woke up.
Time to wrap this stuff.
It's not about time. It's by the time they woke up, the little kitchen was built. The little whatever was built. Everything was out of
Already
its little
done.
boxes, and all those little plastic
Batteries
things
were
from
already
hell
inside.
were broken, and so that way they can just be in awe and start playing.
Yeah.
And then gifts from the family, mommy and Bobby, were wrapped. So that's basically how I did it.
Yeah.
I had a horrible Christmas one year story.
Oh,
So, well, not horrible, but it was like panic mode. the kids all believed in Santa still. And my oldest wanted a Dodgers game chair. We got him the game chair. But I didn't open the box. But outside the box, it said Dodgers game chair, whatever, Target. And we wrap the night before. We wrap Christmas Eve. Once everybody leaves, everybody's asleep, we would wrap.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, when I opened up that box, and it was a red and black game chair that didn't even have speakers. It was, no, like the cheapest game chair you could ever imagine was in that box. And I was freaking out. I'm like, what are we going to do? Oh my gosh. And he's like, what are we going to do, Yvette? It's Christmas Eve. There's no way. I'm like, well, we got to look online. Maybe we can pick it up in the morning and maybe we can do something. And I was calling Target imagine it's 2:00 in the morning, Christmas Eve, and I'm trying to get a hold of somebody on Target customer service. You can imagine, right?
That didn't happen.
So then what we did was, and the chair was sold out everywhere.
To add to the fun.
Were you in Miami?
Yes.
Okay.
So Santa left a note that said the elves put the wrong chair in the sleigh. But the Easter Bunny was going to bring him his chair.
You know, if you didn't know the story.
The kid had to wait January, February, March until April.
Ni los Reyes Magos.
No, because it wasn't going to be here in time in January. It was back ordered, sold out. I had to go on a mission to buy the darn chair. And so the Easter Bunny brought his game chair.
That is hilarious.
But things like that happens all the time to me. Like all kinds of
I'm sure.
stuff. But do you guys do the elf? Did you guys ever
I
do
do.
the elf?
And I'm so excited because this year
You never did the elf?
No.
Oh, I'm going full out this year, you guys. Be
Just
ready
this year?
on the what?
Just this year?
Yeah, because I didn't do it last year because I wasn't
the moving.
The
and all
babies
that,
were little, the moving and all that stuff. But this year,
I have a lot of stuff for the elf.
I got the kit.
I have a whole box. I have 2 boxes like full.
Are you not doing with your? Oh no, here's the.
My youngest is 13. Yeah, last year my older 2 were amazing. Last year my older 2, like, because I'd fall asleep. The next morning you would find them like in the refrigerator or something. Like they would be like.
Well, that's what's so awesome now. See, last year my kids, their routine was like non-existent. Now they're going to sleep at like between 8 and 9. So by the time I get home from work,
You can do it.
I can do it.
The only thing I do recommend is don't make a mess because you have to pick it up. Because it's really cute for the pictures, but then you're like, oh, this is not a real elf. I have to pick up this shit.
Yep,
Oh
exactly.
no, I have Pinterest, so many different ideas to go over the top. Because my kids, I even have the magic glove in case the elf falls or the kids touch it or something where I have to, because you can't touch the elves.
My favorite year was the year of COVID because
Did you put a mask?
I put him in a box and I put that he was in quarantine for 15 days. So you didn't have to do anything. You're lazy.
That's kind of genius, actually. That's kind of genius.
Here's your elf. You can't touch him and he can't move. 15 days of love. Like I was like, yes, this was the best.
You're like,
thing
this
in
is
the world.
gonna
You got a
save
2-week
me.
vacation. Yeah, for me it was just more of like, oh my God, another thing to do? No. So, that was my thing. So I did not do the elf on the shelf.
Oh.
Now one of my youngest, her best friend, mom, still does it.
Oh yeah.
So she got to enjoy that experience through
She probably
that
like,
home.
man, I don't have an elf.
And I'm
The
like,
elf
it
sucks.
didn't make it here. The elf just didn't make it here. It's okay.
I'm just excited because so for me, like, and when it even came down to like decorating, it's seeing my kids smile. Like I would hand the little like Grinch ornament thingies that we bought, and like when Elizabeth decorated the Christmas tree, she put it all in one spot because she can't reach the top. But it's like she was so happy to help mommy decorate the Christmas tree.
Did you leave it there? Or did you?
I do the same thing.
I maybe
Because
moved a few of them because it's not going to work for the picture. It's like all Grinch.
well, hello, my kids would decorate from like waist down because they don't reach.
Because they don't reach.
So I'd be like, meh, meh, meh.
Yeah.
And then, Mom,
Now,
where's the
do
one
you-
that I put here? And I'm like,
But do you decorate the whole tree? Because mine is in a corner.
I don't decorate the back.
Thank you. I don't decorate the back.
I decorate like
not, well, mine is a pre-lit tree. No, I don't buy a live one because paque. But I don't decorate the back because who's gonna see it?
Mine's in the corner by the stairs.
Exactly.
So you don't see the
So
back.
you decorate the whole thing, 360. Wow.
But does anybody see the back of the tree?
She
I do.
does. There you go.
Well, do you sit back there? Like, do you look at it?
Maybe,
Like, what's going on?
maybe
What
when
are
I
you
need to
doing?
hide. Maybe when I need to hide.
You go to her house and she's hiding behind.
I'm pulling it
Rocking in a corner.
Yes,
So-
yes.
You're in a really good position this year because your kids are little.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, there are no traditions, let's say, that they remember as a
I'm building
family
them.
of 4. So you are in that wonderful position of you can create your own. So like, what are some things that you have in mind?
So definitely doing Elf on the Shelf. Definitely doing the cooking the cookies, or baking the cookies, not cooking. Baking the cookies and leaving the milk out. Little table, all that. Note for Santa.
I did that. I wasn't that much of a Grinch.
That's
Proud of you.
So I'm gonna do that. But for sure, I'm doing Wonderland, the theme park. We did that last year. I'm gonna do Wonderland. I'm gonna do the lights at the zoo, which we did last year, which was so
that is fun.
nice.
That is
very pretty.
It is
They're really pretty.
very, very pretty. I just want to. There's a drive-through that they're doing in Broward that I want to do.
Done
with the
that one
kids.
before.
So but here's the thing. I love the holidays because the holidays is, for me at least, like we always had really good Christmases growing up. My mom was really, really good with that. And I want to do things that, like, my mom didn't do Elf on the Shelf, but Elf
It
wasn't
wasn't
around.
around.
It wasn't
even
really a
thing.
thing back
Little.
in the day. But I plan on trying to do as much as possible with the kids because I feel like the holidays it's special memories. Like for me,
yeah.
I remember certain things. And I'm like, I want my kids to have that and more.
Oh yeah. And I can tell you, like, you know, my oldest being 23, the youngest being 17, the one tradition that we still do that they always ask about is we watch the Polar Express every single year. I will make hot chocolate. We will dress in our pajamas. I do
Cute.
actually own
was gonna say,
Christmas
what?
pajamas.
I was like, wait.
We're not matching, calmate, but we do.
Asking for too much.
We do sit down, and I will make hot chocolate with the marshmallows. And if there's friends over, their friends also join in, and we watch the Polar Express every single year. And it
Christmas
has to be.
Day?
It has to be before Christmas Day.
Okay.
At any point before Christmas Day, but we have to watch it during the holiday season.
Yeah. See,
And
I
that's-
watched the
that's
Santa
been
Claus,
that's been our
Claus
tradition.
movie as we're decorating. Like I have the 4 movies playing in the background.
Oh no,
as
my
we're
girls
decorating.
have like a whole Christmas soundtrack in the back. And that's what, you know, I'll set up the tree and then I'm just like, you guys have fun, you can decorate. And that's their thing to do. They decorate the tree, but they're older. So the whole tree gets decorated.
Not just half.
Not just
Well, I mean,
half.
now my boys are older, so we get to put out, you know, the ladder, and they can get up the ladder, and they can do it themselves. And it is different because my oldest is 17.
Yeah.
So he does help with the lights, and the other 2 as well help. But we do have like the Christmas music playing, and I guess Christmas traditions. Our Christmas Day, we always pick like a theme for pajamas on Christmas. Last year was Tacky Christmas, and this year we're doing Stranger Things. Since Stranger Things
I
is coming
love
out
that.
on
Yep.
Thanksgiving and Christmas, we're doing Stranger Things pajamas. And actually, our Christmas tree is going to be Stranger Things. So I'm like,
Nice.
which my mother's having a little bit of an issue with because she's like, pero eso feo. She's like, that's ugly. Like, what do you mean? I'm like,
is it
red
Christmassy?
I'm like, red and black. And she's like, eso no está lindo. She's like, I'm like, yeah, I don't care what the tree looks like because if it's dead, even better. And she's like
Oh
like,
my God. If
having
it's
a
dead,
fit.
it's even
Having a
better.
fit.
because it's the upside down. So I'm like, we're like, but we, like me and my boys. So the first show that we watched as a unit with the little one and that we can all still follow and it was not too old, it wasn't too bad, was Stranger Things. That was
Got it.
that was like our little bonding moment. So Stranger Things coming out on Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's like, what else are we gonna do? It has to be a Stranger Things Christmas.
Speaking of Stranger Things, remember when you came to my house that day and you put it on thinking it was going to scare my kids and put them back in the
And
room?
she was like,
They were just like, this is so
And
cool.
she was just so into
she was
it.
like, oh, Demogorgon.
She was like,
What
oh.
do they do? I was like,
I was like, I don't know if that's going to work.
Oh
But you know what did work? Me drilling the nails
the
into
drill.
the
Oh, the drill scared them.
The
That's
drill-
what
the
that's
drill
what drove
scared-
them back.
So we're
But-
talking about Christmas and stuff here, but what are some traditions for Christmas Eve that you guys do? You know, we are Hispanic, so I'm sure.
So yes, so for me, we always spend time with the family. You know, what you guys know, I affectionately call my Colombian family, you know, that adopted me when I was like 15, 16. So we always spend Christmas Eve with them.
Okay.
And so my kids, even till now, all of the family gifts they receive on the 24th.
Nice.
But mom's gifts and Santa gifts when they were little, that was on the 25th.
Yeah.
So I still kind of kept the Christmas morning thing. But yes, on the 24th, we always go to one of the Colombian houses and we celebrate with them. And that's how it's always been. So that's something that we continue to do today. And even after the divorce, I think we covered it in one of the previous episodes, is that, you know, we didn't share the holidays. We still don't. So my kids essentially got 2 Thanksgivings, 2 Christmases, 2 New Year's, things of that nature. So, we continued that, and then, whatever traditions he created. But yeah, that's how we do it. We do kind of both. I do a little bit of Latino-ness with a little bit of Americana. So,
Nice.
yeah.
What about you, Eve?
So last year was our first year of but it really didn't change a whole lot. We did do Thanksgiving lunch with with my in-laws or my ex-in-laws and the kids, and I was there, and their father was there, and then I did Thanksgiving in the evening with my parents later.
And I was there.
And Ayeisha was there.
I wasn't there yet.
We hadn't met Genise
I wasn't
yet.
here.
She's still in Vegas, I think.
Probably, yeah.
So we tried to keep a lot of the traditions, but my boys are older, so it was
Yeah.
a lot of. They really weren't thrilled about the new normals, and as that was a collective decision that we made, that it was like, we're gonna try to keep it as neutral, as close to what they're used to as possible. Also, my ex-husband's family, it's just them. So we have been doing, because there's sometimes you go to the dad's house and then the mom's house, and then we have done everything
Together.
both sides of the family together since 2005. So last year was like, it wasn't only just for the kids, it was the adults too, and the in-laws, and it's kind of like, well, what do I do now? Because I've been coming here for the past 20 years. And we would always do Nochebuena, Christmas Eve at my house, which we did not do. We did it at my parents' house, but that side of the family still came over. So we still celebrated it, again, as a unit. We're very conscious of making sure that their traditions stayed the same. And actually, and Ish would attest to this, on Christmas Eve, everybody got this horrible stomach bug.
Yeah.
It was literally we were sitting there playing
Actually,
games.
your youngest was sick. Your youngest was sick when I got there.
Was the first one. And then my oldest got sick, was throwing up on the way home.
Yeah.
The next day, their
What
father was sick.
happened?
No,
We
it was listen, it was projectile vomit everywhere. It was so bad. And
Merry
it was everybody.
Christmas. Merry
I was the
Christmas.
only one who didn't get sick.
Of course, because you're
in
nurse
case
mommy.
No, because I've never caught COVID.
Me neither.
Listen, I was on the point of licking doorknobs because when you're a teacher and you get COVID, you were out for a month at that point. I never got COVID. Every time my kid would get COVID, I'm like, all right, here it goes. Here's my 2 weeks. And it's no. And I was the only teacher who never got sent home for COVID.
Oh my gosh.
So apparently I'm just like Wolverine and can't get
That's so
COVID.
nice.
But that holiday last year, everybody was sick. So Christmas Day, similar to Christmas Eve, everybody's sick, but their father had gotten sick. So it was kind of everybody stayed bunkered down, and then towards the evening when everybody started feeling better, then they did their I guess their new traditions, and they went over to their dad's house. So this year I'm not sure what we're gonna do. But they're a little older. I think they're also
It's different because they can say, hey, I want to go here, I want to go there.
I think they understand it now, right? I think it's more okay, we ripped the Band-Aid off. It's a year already in, actually more than a year in, but it's already kind of, dad's house, mom's house, abuela's house, stuff like that. But for the most part, I think because they're older, and I think it makes it easier since there's no Santa.
Yeah.
It's the disillusion isn't the worry of that, oh my God, Santa's not here, Santa's this, Santa's at dad's house, Santa's at mom's house. It's a little bit easier, I think.
Yeah.
And I do,
but we still open gifts on Christmas morning. We do wait. We don't do the midnight stuff. I make them wait.
Yeah, we
that's
do.
what it is.
We normally do one gift on Christmas Eve, but this is going to be interesting for me because this is the first year of trying to figure out the new norm for me and the babies. I know he'll be in town, but we shall see how it goes.
Yeah, and it's all about winging it. There's no rule book. That's the thing, right? There's no rule book, and
the good thing is because mine are little, they won't fully understand, so it is kind of easy to But he knows how I am with the holidays. He's never been a big holiday person. I did all the decorations in Vegas. My dad lives with us. I would be like, Dad, let's go. Put the Christmas lights on. I would be climbing out the window of the second floor, putting the lights on.
Oh my goodness.
My dad and I did all of it. There was probably, I'm trying to think if there was ever a time that he really helped. And I don't think he did, but that's okay because I still handled it. And this was before I had kids, in case you're...
Oh, wow.
No,
because I
Senior always
definitely...
helped. When it came to Christmas time, he was out there on a ladder on the second floor. There was times I'd be like, I really want lights on the second floor. And they're going to be like,
Challenge
you
it.
kidding me? And you know what? I will give it to him. I would get home from work and there would be lights on the second floor.
That's good.
How he did it, go gadget arms, I don't know.
And you don't care. You got it done.
But I would get there and I'm like, oh, my little, lights are there. I'm like, my little icicle lights are on the second floor. And by like week 2, like the winds would come and like half of them would be out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. And how did your OCD deal with that?
I would turn them off on the top.
Oh my gosh.
That would drive me crazy.
I wouldn't. I could not look and be
that would drive me crazy.
No lights. No, I'd just rather not have no lights.
That would literally drive me crazy.
But then I'd have to hear about it. I got on a ladder. Blah. I'm like, I know, but look, there's like a
My goodness. But it's funny because you mentioned before, like about your ex-in-laws, which I still call my mother-in-law.
I do too, but I feel like I have to say ex sometimes because it's like, I don't. You guys aren't. I'm like, but she is still my mother-in-law.
To me, it's been 26 years that I've known her.
Wow.
She's still the grandmother to my daughters. And for me, it's like when I talk about her, that's my mother-in-law. My sister-in-law is actually I call her Sissy. Like to me, she's my sister. When I talk about my sister in Brooklyn, I'm talking about her, So when it comes to like Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve, I always invite my mother-in-law. And she will come and she will spend Thanksgiving. And it's not so much spending it with me and my Colombian family. It's more about this is where your grandkids are.
Yeah, with the kids.
Yeah.
So it's for her, it's to spend that time with the grandkids and, regardless of what time it is. And then that way, the kids still have that and they get to have that experience with their grandmother. So and that's what I do, at least. And I continue to do that. And now that my mother-in-law's parents, her mom recently passed, so now even more.
She needs that.
For me, it's even more so for me to invite her, to the events and things like that so she can be a part of it.
I mean, I just think that at the end of the day, for me, it's about the boys. It's about my kids. And I think like it goes back to the adults have to put their egos aside. I've never had that issue. I really can say I've been blessed with amazing grandparents from both sides. Everybody gives 120%. I have an amazing brother and I have an amazing sister-in-law. I mean, drop of a dime, I can call them. They help with the kids and the dogs. They do. I mean, over the summer, my sister-in-law kept my dog for a month when I was on the road.
Isn't that so amazing that you can keep that relationship with the in-laws? Like to add on to, I love my sister-in-laws and my brother-in-laws. I don't see why it should change. Like, I don't. It shouldn't. Even my ex-husband's grandparents, like his grandmother who lives in West Palm Beach, she is the sweetest soul. And I've always told him, I was like, if anything were to happen to us, like what would hurt me the most is like losing the family, you know? And luckily we don't have to because.
I mean, I mentioned it before. I'm very, very close to my father-in-law's side of the family. Because they are much bigger. There's a lot more cousins. I mean, he's one of, I think, 5 siblings. And so there's a lot more of them. And so I'm very close to them. And sometimes there's some holidays we go up there. And so, I think I mentioned it in a previous conversation in that in their eyes, these are our nieces, these are our cousins, you are their mother, therefore you are family. Mm-hmm. And so we've kept that, and it made it so much easier for the kids because then the kids don't feel like they have to choose it. They don't feel like
it's like putting the kids in a position where they shouldn't. Yeah, that's
that's what I'm saying. It has to be, for me, it's always been about the kids, and it has to continue to be about the kids, whether they're 20, whether they're 13, whatever it is. Like at the end of the day, the adults have to be able to kind of put stuff aside and see the bigger picture.
How do you guys?
It's their memories.
Yep,
it's their memories.
How do you guys deal with presents? Like you get your kids their own presents and then dad gets the kids their own presents?
Yeah, because we separated the holidays, right? It's like if I had the kids Christmas Eve, he would pick them up Christmas like midday. Yeah. And then he would do Christmas with them and then the next year be the reverse. So I had my gifts for them and then whatever he purchased and whatever like his new in-law family purchased, everything was over there for the girls. So we did everything. The year that we separated, because we did separate in early December, that was the last year that we did Christmas. And that was a decision in that, we just kind of blew up the family. Yeah. So it's like, let's give the girls this last Christmas together. After that, everything became 2 separate birthday parties, 2 separate Christmases, everything became separate. And for the girls, they were kind of like bummed at first, but then they kind of were like, wait a minute, we got double the presents.
I was gonna say bummed.
You know, they kind of were like,
celebrated
wait a minute.
twice.
Right. They were like, we got double the presents, so this ain't that bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's how, and it's been like that up until now. So it's worked. It's worked for us. That's how.
Yeah.
I know the struggle over there.
Last year was interesting. I don't really want to touch too much upon it. But what I typically do is I ask the kiddos, I'm like, okay, make a list of 10 things. And
Oh yeah, there is a cap because Bank of Mom has limits.
I make a list. I tell them to make a list of 10 things, and I'm like, okay, and I tell them, okay, make one list of realistic stuff, and then basically they have 2 lists.
Yeah.
One list that they get at the house, and then one list that I kind of
Send off to them.
Send off to the grandparents and the tias and the tios and anybody
similar.
who asks, and then everybody kind of gets together. Okay, no, they already got this, and that's worked pretty well for the most part for the past years of their existence. This year we'll see how it goes. I don't anticipate it not going well, but for a long time, and this is I think where it gets difficult, right? And I don't know how it was when you guys were married, but Mom did everything.
Oh yeah,
Always.
So I think Dad was as surprised as the kids on Christmas.
yes.
Okay,
You got them that.
But I remember that was in my, growing up, it was the same thing. My dad was exhausted in the pictures, and my dad was like, "Oh, okay, look at what Santa brought this year."
Yeah.
So I get that. So I think last year was an adjustment for the adults too, because it was like, "Oh, you didn't get the Christmas gifts," and I'm like, "Oh no, yeah, I did. I got them my gifts."
Yeah.
So that was an adjustment. Again, it really wasn't like a big deal. It was an adjustment for the adults as well, because. Like I said, everybody, I think it's just the way it works. Like the wife usually gets everything, gets everybody everything.
Didn't you love that? I always loved it when it was, especially like with my mother-in-law, right? He is the oldest child. He was the firstborn, the first grandson, all that. And I always remember for every birthday or whatever, she'd be like, "Oh my God, thank you, baby, whatever." And I'm like, I did this shopping. Like me. It was, you should thank me. Thank me. But yeah, because it's usually the wife. And he just sat there, he's like, "Oh, is that what we got her? Cool. Awesome.
She looks like she
That's
really
a really
likes
nice
it.
gift.
She looks like she
That was a
really
really
likes
nice
it.
gift.
We talked about that a
Good
lot.
job. Exactly. Good job. You did good. But
Like I said, it's nothing different. I don't think than the typical marriage. I think for the most part, the wife is the one.
I
who
feel
goes
like that's
out,
how it
it's the
always
norm
is.
and gets
Yeah.
the kids gifts and does the shopping and does the research of what's on sale and stuff like that. So that's why I say, it really wasn't any different. Curious to see how this year will go.
Same here.
I don't anticipate it being too much. I hope it's not going
But
to
I
be
will
too much
say,
different.
in your case, at least from a gifts perspective, man, I miss my kids being little. It was
so
so
much cheaper.
easy.
Yeah.
It was easy. It was cheaper. I could have gone to I don't know, a dollar store and buy little
They'll be so
tchotchkes,
happy
and they
with
were
those
so
little
happy.
mystery egg things. My kids are
Yes.
like, I love those
Now
things.
it's like, oh, I need a new iPad. It's like, well, yeah, Bank of Mom.
Yeah.
iPad, girl.
There's
For
a
me,
credit
I'm
Trade
limit.
sports. Do you know?
Oh.
They want cleats. They want an arm guard. They want a batting glove. They want. Okay, maybe a pair of baseball socks. $50, cheapest one.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
So,
like no big deal.
so you're really lucky in that you
I
can
am
buy
lucky,
them
but
I
you
don't
know
know
what,
guys?
guys?
When they were little, it was great.
But my thing is that, remember, my ex-husband lives out of town. So I'm just curious on how the gifting is going to go. Like, is he going to ship things to the house? Or is he going to expect me to get all the gifts and just be like, yay?
Yeah, this is gonna
You
be
know,
some
like,
planning.
It's
That's
gonna
gonna
be
be
an
needed.
adjustment.
Like,
everyone involved.
is he going to be like, hey, send me your address. I got some gifts going to the house. And I'll put, everything would just be from Santa, not
'Cause,
Santa
I
Dad,
can
not
tell
Santa
you-
Mom. Like, I'm just curious on how it's going to go.
Those toys, obviously when my oldest was little, it was like the My Little Pony, right? So you would buy the set that had 10 My Little Ponies. And because Santa doesn't wrap, it wasn't one gift. Nah, it was a bunch of My Little Ponies.
It was 10 little ponies. around the
Yeah, so
Christmas
it looked
tree.
like Santa brought her so much. And it's like, no, it was one package that, no, we're going to be, a bala on a budget, as Yvette would say.
put a bala
We're
on a
gonna be
budget.
a bala on a
Honor
budget.
on a budget. That's me.
So yeah, that was also partially why I would take everything out of the box already, because sometimes don't roll your eyes, girl.
I'm thinking because I'm thinking of the whole wrapping thing. Because as you guys know, I'm extra for everything, right?
Oh, you would hate my wrapping. Oh, you would hate it.
I'm gonna.
You probably went to Macy's to get them to
no.
wrap it for you.
Oh,
huh?
no. Now everything is in a gift bag. Gift bags.
We didn't.
That sounds like my mom.
We never put names on the gifts, but because there's a different way to do this,
Oh.
right? everybody, whatever they were into that year, whether it was Pokemon, Ninja Turtles.
Oh my God, it was the wrapping.
It was the wrapping was the theme, and they knew. They knew when they got home. Oh my! When they got to Christmas, it was like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with the
They
Turtles.
knew.
You still
The
do
Ninja
that?
I do still do that.
You know what? That's a really cute tradition.
I do still do
That
that.
is a really cute
I
tradition.
used to do that. And it was always like the oldest was super into cars, so everything was like, you know, the Disney cars, and then the other one was Ninja Turtles, and it was so it's always been themed of
For
what
each kid,
they're
and they
into.
know.
And like now they're older, but like they still have like their favorite superheroes. So I go ahead and I make sure that
I was gonna say it can't be baseball because then it's like just
no. But
Just,
it's still cartoony because they're still kids, but like
Yeah.
you know, there's the SpongeBob. My number 2 is his favorite is Spider-Man. So like I always go with Spider-Man for him. Number 3 is Captain America or Avengers. So I'm always
Yeah.
like, okay, you know, like so it's kind of like I still stick with that. They still have.
Yeah,
I
that
have a
is
question.
cute.
Do you get gifts for the little one?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Nice.
I do get them. The bonus.
Now, do you purchase? I do not. Let's just be clear. I do not, and I never did. On behalf of the kids, do you purchase for your ex? And I will explain my why. Because so that first year when we separated, we went out of town and we celebrated together. By the second Christmas, he was already partnered with whom is now his wife. So my thought process was, you got this.
All right, I'm gonna be petty. It is what it is. I got him a birthday gift, and for my birthday, he didn't get me anything. So for Christmas, he could suck it. Like,
I'm all about the pettiness.
like it is what it is. I was very like, and then on my birthday, I was really like. It bothered me because I'm like, okay, you know,
Of
our kids don't have
course, you
jobs.
spent how many
you know,
years
our children
together?
don't have jobs.
Yeah.
So like, I woke up on my birthday and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess my card's gonna show up soon. I guess my boys did order me sneakers. They just didn't get there
In time.
in time for
Oh, so
my
it was like
birthday.
Santa on Easter. Got it.
But for my birthday, yeah, exactly.
That was payback.
Exactly. Well, because my
so
birthday
many years later.
Well, because
he
my
got his
birthday's
payback.
February 10th, so they were Valentine's sneakers that I wanted. They did get there before Valentine's Day, but not before my birthday. So I
Okay.
did get a gift, but
Yeah.
it was not like I mean, I would have, but it was 100% petty, and it was you didn't gift me. I'm
Yep.
not gonna gift you, and that's it. And
So, and I will, like I said, you know, my mentality was that you now have a person, and it is that person's
Responsibility,
It is their role to purchase for you on behalf of their children, because they do have 2 children of their own, on behalf of the family to purchase for
Absolutely.
you. It's no longer my responsibility.
when the boys get their jobs and they want to buy me a gift and their father a gift, then they're more than welcome to. But at this point,
Like y'all have me thinking, what do I do this year?
there is no right
there's no
or
right
wrong.
or wrong answer.
That's
Honestly,
the beauty
look,
of it.
Because mine are little.
There's
I'll
no
be-
right or wrong.
Look, I'll be honest. I would have, and I didn't. Absolutely, 100% out of pettiness. That was my reasoning behind it, and I don't care. I'm saying it was pettiness. It was absolutely pettiness. It was you didn't get me anything. I'm not gonna get you anything, and that was it. And I was okay with that. And you know what? It was better that way because it set the tone.
You
Now
know,
there's
and
no
it could be
expectations.
something as simple as, do you want to make daddy a gift? And
Make
it
him
could
a
be,
cake.
and it can, and
Have
they
the
can
kids
make
decorate 'em.
him like, you know, a craft. That
Yeah, because I ain't gonna be spending hundreds of dollars.
exactly. So
Nah.
exactly. So it could be
Not
something
happening.
of, you know, you're making the Christmas cookies with the kids. Have it put in a tin, and that can be a gift for daddy. You know, like we made cookies. The kids made the cookies. Here's your gift. It doesn't have to be, you know,
Yeah.
a brand new iPhone or anything like that. It's just something from the kids
Yeah.
to him. But again, there's no
And he's
right or wrong
really
to it.
easy. He's never been one to like I was the materialistic one. I was like, I want the
At
purse,
least you
the
admit it.
shoes. Oh, absolutely. I will not deny it. Whoever dates me, I'm sorry. I like nice things.
It's like don't show up with candy. Like don't
Do not. Do not.
You know, I love that reel. Now that you said I like nice things, it's oh my gosh, it's Diana Ross's daughter. I cannot remember her first name. It'll come to me.
Girlfriends.
Yes, with the curly hair, and I just Tracy Ross. Thank you. So the one time he speaks, I love
I
it.
know. I was like, he
Yay.
spoke.
So there was like a reel that's out where she was like, I'm high maintenance, but I can maintain it. And that's me. I'm bratty. I am high maintenance, but I can be because I'm the one that maintains it.
That's
now
not-
I am, you know, when it comes to like, you know, we all talk about love languages, right? I am not into gift giving or gift receiving. I'm just not. Because my mentality is, why am I going to go and buy you a shirt that you can just go buy yourself? However, I am much more about gifting an experience. So I love that my kids are older now because then it's like, where do you guys want to go?
Yeah.
Either before Christmas or after Christmas, because, my birthday is the 29th of December, which sucks. And then my youngest is January 1st. So I don't even get a birthday
Oh, you
because
didn't even get like a breather.
I don't
in
even
between
get
holidays.
Okay, yeah,
like
you
a
don't get a
refresh,
breather.
No,
There's nothing. There's no breather. The Bank of Mom is broke by January 2nd.
like, here's a cupcake.
And even on my birthday, I get the happy birthday, Mom. My birthday's in 3 days. It's like, thank you, take the thunder. But I love that they're older because I'm able to say, where do you want to go? Because I'd rather gift them. And even for their
That
birthdays,
don't have to do with the age, because my kid will sure tell you, Mom, I want to go to Disney World.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got Disney World money?
Exactly.
Because
But I'd rather gift them an experience where they can make
Yeah.
memories
Yeah.
versus, something that they're going to outgrow. It's going to get, worn out or
and
whatever.
the thing with nowadays, it'll cost you what, like $3,000 for one day when you can put $3,000 towards going on a trip.
Exactly. So
Might be more, but still.
So that's why, like, for me, like the
We're a
whole
family of four.
that's
It costs us $3,000 just to go outside.
just to go to dinner.
Like, yeah, I don't even.
And you got boys, so that's a whole different
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, that's also a thing with the holidays for me about the whole consumerism part is that I'm not into gift giving and whatever.
Yeah.
So I do buy gifts. It's not like I don't, but I do buy them for the littles of the family. So if you're like, I have a certain age, if you
That
are
you know.
this age,
Once you hit
or-
that teenage,
If you know
nope.
Santa doesn't exist, you're not getting shit. basically,
if
like,
you are
don't
this
expect anything.
age and less than that, I will buy you a gift. But once you hit a certain age and you're above, that's mommy and daddy's responsibility. It's not mine.
Yeah.
And even with Santa, like, again, I really hope you're not listening to this with littles around. When my kids hit double digits, that's how I ended the Santa. Because I was like,
It's when they go to, the thing is when they're in school, there's so many
no, they
kids
still
that-
believed in it. So the way I did it was
have a great
there are
story.
so many little kids that Santa can't handle all of them. So mommies and daddies help Santa once you have two numbers in your age. So now that you're 10,
Oh, I like that.
mommy and daddy help Santa, but you still have to give Santa your list because otherwise mommy and daddy are not going to know what you want. And then that's how I kind of set the stage
I kinda
for
like,
when.
I like
Listen.
that.
Yeah.
Third grade,
Oh boy.
my oldest
No.
always took the cake when it came to things.
Did he ruin it for the two?
No, he didn't. No,
Oh.
I'm telling you, last year they were very adamant. They played along with it. I mean, my oldest is 17, and he was still playing along with it with his brother.
The youngest one.
Yeah, the youngest one. He's in third grade. And that's about the age where the kids start in school. Oh, Santa doesn't exist and this and that. And my oldest, the teacher tells me, she's like, your kid has gone up in front of the whole class and said, Santa has to exist. Because there's no way that my parents can wrap the day before because they are so drunk. That there's no way that they can wrap gifts. And I was just like, well,
You know?
there you go. I was like,
No, I remember my
there you
little
go. I
one.
was like, oh. She's like, so now everybody knows that you guys
Are
she's
drunk.
Like, she goes, you guys party.
Great. I
Like,
remember
thanks.
my little one, and it was probably around the same time, right? Third grade, fourth grade, and talking about Santa. And she was like, oh, I know Santa exists. I'm like, how do you know? She's like, Mommy, you would never spend $100 on an American Girl doll. I'm like, of course not. No, I spent it on 2 or 3. Like, it's even worse. But it's like, yep, you're right. I would never.
Yeah.
Plus the clothes, plus the brush. And,
Or my
oh,
favorite
it
would
was
be
horrible.
like, whatever, everything in this house belongs to me. And they're like, except this, Santa brought me this. And I'm like,
Right? It's like, oh.
You guys want to hear my mom, how she does Christmas? She has to get us the exact amount of gifts.
I do the
Yes,
same.
I do the same
I
thing.
do the same. That's why there's a 10. There's
Yep.
a 10 list. There's a 10 list.
She
There's
literally,
10.
and my sister, love you, Evie, she is one that will still till this day
Count gifts.
count, and
My little
she
one
will
does that.
cry if she gets something that she never thought she was going to get.
My little one is like
Cries, and she's grown. She's married with a kid.
That is
So
hilarious.
she had her first Christmas. When was it? When she left Vegas, she literally was counting the gifts that her husband and his family, because they were living with. Well, they still are. They're moving into their new house, but would literally count.
That
the
is
gifts.
hilarious. Now, do you guys do Reyes Mago?
Wait.
No, I'm a bad Cuban.
Oh, okay. Do you even know what Reyes Mago is?
Oh my gosh.
This is why we revoked your
She gets
Cuban
her Cuban
card.
card revoked weekly.
Oh my God.
Weekly.
Okay.
Oh, wait, do you know what the Reyes Magos are?
the Three Kings Day. The Three Kings. Like,
January?
oh, Jesus.
If you say it in English, then I know.
Horrible Cuban.
What?
But
Los
you
Tres
guys,
Reyes Magos?
you guys talk
Three Kings Day?
caca
Is that
Is that the
about...
burrito? I mean, burrito.
No, that's still Christmas. Santo. You're like the worst Cuban ever. Where did it come?
Miami when I was 18.
No.
Give me grace.
No, so I will. You guys give me caca about the holidays, but I actually do.
Okay, thank you.
Well, not anymore. But when my kids,
for the camels?
when my kids were little, I would actually leave the grass with glitter
Wait, what?
Wait,
Grass?
for
what?
the camels, because los Reyes Magos come in on camels. Do you not
What?
know the biblical story?
I have the best.
All I know is,
Okay, look.
keep your Christmas decorations up until, what is it, January 6th? 5th?
Something like that, the 6th or the 7th. But
Do I get my Cuban card back that
okay,
I
a
know
little
that?
bit, a little bit. But it's also, but Reyes Magos is important because it's also, please forgive like how I say it, it's the poor man's Christmas. So if there are Christmas things, right? Shake your head, girl. Yes, it is the poor man's Christmas. So there are things that you
can only
weren't
do the
able
shoes.
to get.
You have to leave the shoes out, and they leave it in the shoes.
So if you weren't able to get it
What?
in time for Christmas,
I've never heard this tradition. Have you guys heard of this, or am I
Yes.
the only one?
No, it's
Please
a-
comment below if you have heard. Because
Wait,
I'm lost.
Remind me to finish your
It
story.
is,
and then
but it's not.
why
It's
we
that
don't
if
do
there was
Reyes
something
Magos
that
in my family.
you weren't able to get in time for Christmas, or
Like
maybe
Amazon?
you're waiting for like a 50% off sale post Christmas, that's
came
when
for
you
Reyes.
gift them for Los Reyes Magos. They get, it's not as elaborate as Christmas, but they get a little something. So yeah, it's like the poor man's Christmas.
So,
Do I need to make this a new tradition?
no,
You should. You're
you could.
Hispanic.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the reasoning why we don't do Reyes Magos.
Okay.
We're Cuban. My dad's brother, comes over to the United States. He's the youngest of 5.
Okay.
And my grandmother's there. And when they come from Cuba, they're in New Jersey. And everything's Santa and Santa, Santa, Santa. And he's like, and he asks my grandmother, he's like, what happened to Los Reyes? And she told him, Fidel Castro didn't let them leave the country. I forgot. So then we just, so there you go, guys. That's why we don't
That's
celebrate
why?
Los Reyes Magos, because they weren't allowed to leave Cuba.
This was abuela.
This is my dad's mom. She was just as quirky.
Oh
But yeah,
my God, I love abuela.
You and
That's
my grandmother.
fantastic.
Listen, my abuelas and my abuelo have their refrans and their sayings.
They
like,
live on in infamy. man.
I spew them all day, and that's one of them. That she
Fidel
told-
didn't let them
She
leave.
literally told my uncle, she's like, that we don't, here they celebrate Santa because Los Reyes Magos weren't allowed to leave Cuba. So here we have to, so Santa's the one who basically takes over.
So she just saved a whole other holiday after
she created
Christmas.
a whole new holiday
I love that.
because they had to, because they couldn't make it out of Cuba. So now that's why we only do Christmas.
That is
Wow.
fantastic. I love that.
Yep. There you go.
But I can't believe. Okay, I know you left at 18, but you grew up here. So you know
And
what?
you grew
I'm
up in
gonna have to
Miami.
talk
My
to your
mom
mom.
didn't do that. You're gonna have
I
to
need
have
to
a
talk to your
full-
mom
Yeah.
because
We're gonna
it's
have a
like
conversation.
That's on you. Good luck with that.
I know.
I really, yeah.
I gotta catch her on a good day. And be
I didn't learn until the
There's even a parade.
That's true.
There's a parade in Little Havana.
Of course it's in Little Havana.
Where else
would
either
it
that or
be?
Hialeah. It
Where
could be
else
one
would
of
it be?
Hialeah.
You know,
Little
either Hialeah or
Calle
Havana.
Ocho. Is it in Calle Ocho?
That's Little Havana. Ay, Dios Santísima Madre. Again, revoking the card.
Girl, do you even know? Like,
I went to Calle Ocho, the festival, when I was little. Do I get my card back?
A little bit.
I mean, it
I would
depends.
wear Cuba all over. The
okay.
headband, the hat, the little crop top, the
You
little...
just didn't, for all we know, she could have been wearing the Puerto Rican flag.
That's true. She had no
Okay,
idea.
point?
listen. I know the difference. Okay?
Do you?
Yeah. It's red.
What's red?
The big triangle.
You know how I remembered it?
Oh my
Because
God.
I'm Cuban and the triangle is red, my blood. So I would always remember.
Oh my God, that's so like my blood me.
But that's not
sangre.
why. But that's not why it's
Sangre.
red, though, right?
Huh?
That's not why it's red, isn't it?
No, it's red because it's not blue. I don't know why it's red. Like,
I don't know the history of the flag. Let's not go
that's
there. We're
just the reason why
digressing.
I remember. That's how this is 4-year-old me trying to differentiate the same damn flag and just.
What's the
you know,
difference? But yeah, so I mean, you guys give me caca about the holidays and how I'm a little Grinch. But at the very least, I would do the Reyes Mago and I would lay out for Christmas Eve. I would lay out little like
Where do you
hay
lay them out?
straw
Outside?
on the outside of the house. So there was
Okay.
like food.
you leave grass.
So they don't come inside. The gimbals don't
No,
come
no,
inside
no.
the
So it was
house.
food for the camellos, like
You
for
leave
Reyes
grass,
Mago.
yeah.
But
Real grass or fake?
does it matter?
You have.
I don't know.
Do you have fake grass in your house?
I know.
Listen,
I was saying you got turf. laying
excuse
around.
me. Las Vegas, yes, I did have turf.
Oh, because you had to. It was all desert.
I lived in a desert. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. And you guys have like the weirdest thing. Everything's like cacti in like the middle of
Yes.
like traffic signals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So just like Arizona. Same.
I do have fake grass.
But I would even on the 24th when the
there you
girls
go.
were little, I would even do like the little grass outside the house, and I would put the shoes so it looked like footstep. Like when they were little, I
oatmeal.
was Christmassy.
That's what I'm gonna do for
I
Santa
was Christmassy.
and the elf.
Oh, you
when
can
the
do
elf
it down the
comes,
steps.
I'm gonna
You
do the.
What we used to do was we'd get sprinkles and we get oatmeal and mix it and we would put it so
Sprinkles, oatmeal. Okay.
that the reindeer would see it. They would come to
Yeah.
eat it. And then that's how they know.
Yep. So
Because we
there's
didn't have a
different.
chimney.
There's different.
So they had to know.
There's different things that you can do with the littles and little traditions
And
like
that's
that.
easy. Like, they would make it. They would mix
Yeah,
it. And
the
then
littles
guys
can make it and leave it
outside.
out.
I have the door for the elf.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my Lord.
The door. I have to put it on the wall.
My kid was really concerned because I told him that Santa had a key for everybody's house, and he was like, "He comes inside our house." And then since we had the ring, one year we put like the little elf, like we just picked them up and like we put them.
They
through
have
the
that
thing.
now, though. It's an app. I did it last year.
No, we
I
had the actual-
recorded the elf coming
Oh,
into
that
my
was
mom's
before.
house, and then I showed them.
Oh
and
my
the elf
gosh.
made his way to, like, I recorded the elf coming into the door and going into the first spot that he was.
Oh, that is so cute.
One year, my dog ate my elf,
Oh, get.
and my kid got home from school, and my mom calls me screaming,
Oh
and the elf was like in pieces, and she's like, the kid's like, "Oh my god, my elf!" And I'm just like, "Mom, put it in a freaking shoebox and tell him that Santa's gonna come get it." And she's like, "Pero no." I'm like, "I don't care where you find the shoebox." So this was like a whole thing. This was actually really funny. So
See, I'm so glad I didn't do it.
Our elf was old. Our elf was from when my oldest was little. The dog like destroyed him. Like the face was all bitten up. It was just pieces of elf. And
Was it Rocky?
no, it was China, the good dog, the one that everybody adored. I forget how she was a terror at some point too. And so my mom puts it whatever when I get home, like, oh, we're gonna send them back to Santa, this and that. I found a picture on Google of an elf like in a hospital bed, and my brother, I changed his contact name to Santa, and Santa would send updates about the elf.
That is hilarious.
And he was in critical care. He was
in
critical
care?
No, because you need to understand that was the year there was an elf shortage, and I couldn't buy an elf.
Get out
Oh
of
my
here.
God. Los Reyes Magos, that's when I showed up.
We buy an elf, and the elf finally comes, and I'm like, oh, look, Santa sent the elf. And when my oldest looks at the elf, he's like, that's not my elf. And I'm like, what do you mean?
You improved.
And he's like, he's not the same color.
He got a facelift.
And I was like, what do you mean he's not the same color? And he's like,
Oh my God, was
my
this-
elf? My elf was pinker. It was like a little bit mulatico because my boys were a little mulatico.
Color cartucho.
Color cartucho, as I say. And I'm like, he was like, that's not my elf. I'm like, of course it's your elf. He's like, no, that's
my
not
God,
Chippy.
that's hilarious.
Chippy's different color. And I was
Chippy.
so then Santa sent a message saying, oh, I'm glad your elf got back to you. Remember, he had to get plastic surgery, so he might look a little different.
Plastic surgery, facelift.
Listen, the things that I've had to tell my kids just to like for the sake of the tradition has been.
Yep. You know something that reminded me of when you were talking about like changing your brother's name and everything. It reminded me when we went that year that we got separated and we went to the family's house in Georgia for Christmas. My cousin father-in-law, it's Georgia, so it's the middle of the woods in the middle of nowhere. So what Pops would do, the grandfather on his wife's side, what Pops would do is at a certain time, he would walk like in the darkness, like on the 24th, and the kids would be like, oh, it's Santa, so it's time to go to bed. So that was kind of like the cue for the kids, but he would do that when the kids were little every year on Christmas
that.
Eve.
So cute.
Pops would walk across the lawn, so all you saw was his shadow, and that's when the
That
kids
is
knew, like,
super
oh,
cute.
Santa's arriving in our town, so we need to go to bed so we can make sure we get our gifts. And
love
so
that.
that was a tradition that they had that my kids got to experience, and they were like, oh my God,
cute.
so it was
That's
really
very
cute.
cute.
It was
I like
cute.
That. I like that.
But yeah, so again, you're in a really good position in that you get to you have a blank canvas
I do.
and you get to
But
create
it's
whatever
the,
you want.
The thing is, and as going back to what we were talking about, like moms do it all, but it's like I'm literally gonna have to do these traditions just myself with the kids.
It's great.
It's gonna be,
But I think it's
I get to
great.
do what I want, but
yeah.
I
it's
think
gonna
good.
be a lot.
And I think you guys, it'll be very much like just go with the flow. Like there's no precedence.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you have a blank canvas. So they're like, no.
And I
part
also
is
need to
sad.
remind myself, like, I don't have to do everything this year. I
Exactly.
can do the elves. Okay. Next year we'll add something else on. Next year.
Yeah, you don't have to
following
do
And
year.
they're
the
not
Winter
gonna know.
Wonderland.
Like honestly, like since there's no precedent, it's not like, oh my God, we didn't do this. Yeah,
Yeah.
they
And even
had
if
no
you
idea.
did do it next year, they probably will forget.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the little one, right? He'd probably be like, "Oh, we went
my
there."
kids
Like I don't
were
know.
like Rain Man when it came to those things.
Listen.
They remembered everything.
I feel like Elizabeth would remember.
They'd be like, no, because last year at 2:00 in the afternoon, you know, like, it would be like, I'm like, what? Like they were very
Yeah.
My goodness.
methodical with all their stuff. Yeah, they're.
I feel like my oldest would absolutely remember because she's.
I mean, probably because she is a little bit older, so she's gonna be
Yeah,
remembering
she's
things.
just
But to your
smart.
point, you don't have to do like the Winter Wonderland and the Little Light Show up in Boca and Broward.
Oh, no,
or
that
the-
we're doing.
You know, no, I'm saying you don't have to do it.
I'm like, oh no. That's
I
happening.
mean, like you don't have to do everything.
Yeah.
At the same, like it's you can piecemeal it. And next year we add this. To your point, you can add a little bit as you
Yeah.
go. So it'll be fun holidays.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm
so
excited.
super excited. So tune in for next time.
Yeah.
Super excited to
Dun, dun, dun,
discuss.
dun.
Don't I
Okay.
know?
Next episode.
We are
is a good
discussing
one.
Dating apps?
dating apps and all the fun that comes with dating.
And not just dating apps. Yeah, I was gonna say dating,
Dating in general.
In general, we've got a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do. Yes,
Oh,
we do.
Yes.
the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with that being said, from your Primas to you,
Merry
happy
Christmas,
holidays.
happy holidays.
Yes. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging out with us. If you've been through something similar, hit our DMs. We love hearing your stories.
If there's a topic you want us to dive into, don't be shy. We promise to keep it 100% real and unfiltered.
Follow, subscribe, and share with your favorite primas. Pero not really.